Hello, you're watching Avenue X, where Junkie and Good Storytelling shares her thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. This video is a little bit unusual. Usually I just talk about one drama, one video, yet I find if I break them down into individual videos, they're just gonna be too short. And they happen to be two dramas that are both airing on Mango television. So I thought, let's just cram those two in one. So first half of this video is gonna be wrapping up the drama that I've already made a first impression video on. Time seems to have forgotten, 被遗忘的时光. Then the second half is gonna talking about the first impression and a kind of a recommendation really of a drama that has just started airing at the very end of August on Mango television, also a part of the Mango monsoon dramas. I have already put the time code in the description and also on the bar so you can go to the part that you want to. First, let's wrap up Time Seems to Have Forgotten, led by Lan Yingying and Fan Chengcheng. I will still land it on 1 gold mine, although it's higher than that, but I don't think it's yet at the 2 gold mine. If you have already finished watching all 34 episodes, I'm guessing maybe you have similar feelings as I do, because I've asked a couple of people who've watched this drama, they have similar reactions, which is the beginning, the earlier parts, let's say before episode 10. And then the last couple of 6 episodes are pretty nice. It's the middle section that kind of wobbles and doesn't quite know what it's doing. And due to how this drama gets aired on Mango, it's just not a very ideal way of airing this drama. Once you've watched the first outlet of the episodes, I think right into like the teen episodes, you kind of already seen the best part of the drama. It goes back to the slower airing schedule during the middle section where the story itself is also quite lacking energy. Therefore, people drop out, like I dropped out. I decided to come back when it finished airing and just swallow everything in one go. If you are not a reviewer like me, you may just well drop it and never come back. If they cut this drama down to 20, not even 24 episodes. I sincerely think this drama can just be done in 20 episodes and it will be much, much, much better. If we want to dig deeper into what's wrong with the middle section, I think first is there are too many filler characters, too many subplot lines, supporting roles that are really not necessarily all needed to be there. It ended up in the end becoming something like everybody in this story, whether it's the parents' generation, the main character's generation, their friends and friends, or even just acquaintances in their life. Everybody has something to do with that pawn shop, which is it's like the whole city. Everybody has pawned off something. It's just like nobody tells the other person. Using that plot device too many times is just killing its magic. Then you have way too many supporting roles. They can have their own drama, but they don't have to have that much screen time talking about their story. That's not really that interesting to watch. You have the female lead. She has one girlfriend, that one girlfriend with her father, with her previous boyfriend, and then her own plotline, her like career, her development. Then you have female lead's second girlfriend, their previous friendship and how it got pawned off, how it come back, and her child and her ex-husband. You have our female lead with that boss of that restaurant, and it just entangles for the entirety of from mid-teens to the end of the story. And then the He Jingli, okay, manager He, Xiao Guo from Guardian, his role in this drama is so unclear. It's like, are you the love interest in Challenge? Are you the friend to somebody? Like, what's your relationship with everybody else? He's so hard to be placed in the whole structure. He floats everywhere and he has something to do with everybody, but then he's not the main character, but he's on screen for so much time. So you have so many people in this story where these people's stories just all got mixed up and create a drama where you don't even know where to look at. It's like, where are our main leads? If that's because they want to make the story bigger, so longer episodes count, better ROI. It's just like such an old excuse for all failures in Chinese dramas. It's like, we have to make it that long, otherwise we can't get the money back. But maybe just like make a small script and just make it really tight budget. I mean, think about The Killer Is Also Romantic. It's tiny. It's like a film-length thing. Doesn't mean it cannot make money and do good. I don't think anybody would have the patience to sit through this 34 episodes drama without fast forwarding. And in terms of the ending of the story, I just feel they did it that way because they can't explain what that shop is and where it comes from. And if it just ends there as a magical existence, censorship, maybe that's the reason. So they end it in this particular way. I don't have a huge problem with it because given the restrictions Chinese dramas have, probably that's the only way they can end it. But in a way, I wish they could just end it with the guy disappears and yeah, well, you know, you don't always get HE, happy ending, and it's fine. They have to wrap it up in this happy version, kind of cancels out all the emotional explosion and suffering you've had. In an ideal world, if I were the editor, I would just cut at least a third of this drama off. Probably even more than that, and I think it would be so much better. Now, let's move on to talk about the second part. Another Mango television drama that aired at the end of last month. And it's a 12-episode drama, so it's gonna air another 4 weeks. It's gonna end in the first week of October. And that drama is called 消失的孩子, The Disappearing Child. This drama is based on a novel written by an author named 贝克邦. That's definitely a pen name. And the original title of that novel is 海葵. And when the drama was being made, it's also called 海葵. It's just like they changed the title before it airs again to The Disappearing Child. The drama is directed by a pair of brothers, 赵小欧 and 赵小西. Then it gets adapted from the original novel by 3 different scriptwriters. After I've watched half an episode, pretty much, I decided I'm gonna chase this drama. Unexpectedly, it's the most 迷雾剧场 vibe, the light-on drama from 爱奇艺 category of dramas that are about mysteries, crime, suspense, all that. It feels more like a drama that belongs to that than Mango Monsoon. So let me quickly tell you about the story itself, other information, and then why I think it's probably a worth chasing drama at this stage when first third has aired. This drama is led by Tong Dawei, Wei Chen, Yu Wenwen, Li Stanley, also featuring Li Sheng. As the title suggests, it's a story about a kid that went missing. A boy lives on the 4th floor of this apartment building. One morning, as they always do it, the father goes down to get a car and drive it to the apartment building's gate, waiting for him to come down where he's still having breakfast and the mother is just getting him ready. The mother sees the kid exit their apartment and sees him walking down the stairwell to the 3rd, and he can't see the kid anymore, and she goes back. The father is waiting down there, so it's only 4th floor distance, yet the father never got the kid, and the kid just somehow disappeared. Quite an interesting type of mystery crime story setup that you probably have seen in many places. It's just a very mundane, normal situation that suddenly turned weird and unimaginable. And then I went to look at the original novel's structure and what the story is about. I haven't read every word, but I read the synopsis. I don't want to spoil it for you, but the original title of this novel kind of spoils a little bit of its concept if you're sensitive about storytelling enough. Sea Anemone. And it has that classic, not jump scare, but like a psychologically creeping up to you type of scare. After I've watched the first 4 episodes, I pretty much don't have any problem with the story. While I was watching, I do notice like quite a lot of people don't like its editing style. They think they're flaring the muscles too much and intentionally cutting things, intercutting things to the level where a lot of audiences feeling uncomfortable. I, after watching it, don't have a problem. It's a very standard way of editing mystery things. In the first run of something, you show a part of the scene. Then later, you show the scene again, but then the second version has more information, has more shots. Whether it happens a little bit earlier or later, it gives you more information. So it's like repeat, but they're not quite repeating it, and it cuts multiple people's line into the story. Some audiences don't like the style. They think they're just like being trying to show off, whereas I am okay with it. So if you're watching drama, very quickly you'll realize they're using a lot of that kind of playing with the editing thing to tell the story, but it's effective. It's actually setting up the mystery atmosphere really well, although it's grounded. So it doesn't have the high-flying style. Cinematography, camera language, color grading, it doesn't sell on high style. Think about certain mystery dramas that have very strong style. I mean, for example, The Bad Kids. Whereas this drama, the way it's told on screen is so normal. It's like a standard contemporary city setting drama that has no problem in terms of not being professionally done. It's all professionally done, but it's not selling on its style. To give you that, it looks so normal, but it's so freaking scary. When you think about what certain things may imply as the story moves on, it's not to do with the look of things. It's actually the story itself that makes you feel cold sweat in a summer day type of thing. Then the other thing I like about this drama is I didn't expect, I'd say, the acting would come through so comfortably pretty much from every actor. I get really surprised by two people that I totally didn't expect they can act this well. One is Lee Stanley. If you know her, she is a rapper and singer. More than that than an actress. And she definitely doesn't have the classic pretty look of an actress. And she is like one of the most convincing female policemen I've seen in Chinese drama. And how professional, how cool-headed, how experienced, and how no joke she is. The actress plays the balance of making you immediately believe she's a very capable policeman. She knows her shit, and she's responsible, she's clever, but then she's not a machine. It's definitely thanks to the script, but also her performance. Compared to a lot of other dramas that are specific about police, okay? This character in this drama just like beats most of the other female policemen I've ever seen in Chinese drama, and it shocks me about how well she did it. She's not even a professional actress. The other person that I got super surprised is Wei Chen. He first got famous in China many years ago as a contestant of a singing competition, grandfather of Chinese idol selection show. He's a very good singer, and he's been a singer since then. He did do drama and film previously, but not extensively, and most people still know him as a singer instead of as an actor. When he showed up, I didn't recognize him the first moment. I'm like, that person, oh, that's Wei Chen. Wow, didn't make the connection. I know he's in the drama, I read the casting list, but I didn't connect. He has totally become his role. The strongest shock and surprising quality of acting comes from his character. And if you're not told and you don't know anything about him, you wouldn't even think that he's not a professional actor. Even just to check out his performance, I would highly recommend you just to check out the drama, a couple of episodes. And I'm pretty sure once you watched it, you may want to know what happens next, so that I don't need to say anything more. You will voluntarily follow this drama. Found this year already 3 guys who I didn't expect can act have totally shocked me. Fan Chengcheng, Wang Hedi, now Wei Chen. Things happen in cluster. Then the last thing I would say is I hope this drama would stick to the original novel. I don't know how far they can push it, whether they would have to again sacrifice certain extreme characters and things for the censorship. The original story is very tight, very well structured. It's the creeping up type of horror when you realize what the heck is going on and you're like, that type of crime story. And so I want this drama to, towards the end, really push that. And I want to see the original version gets at least 90%, 80% realized on screen. Finally, to conclude on the first impression of the drama, The Disappearing Child. This is actually a really worth going into drama if you like mystery. I actually have no complaint about this drama so far. Maybe this is gonna be the true light on drama of 2022, although it comes from Mango. That will be the end of this 2-parts video on 2 dramas from Mango Television. Thank you for watching. Up next, I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.